Hi all, welcome to the new series of public programs Now Water Can Flow or It Can Crash, My Friend. I'm Josien Pietersen from Framer Framed. Framer Framed is a platform for contemporary art, visual culture and critical theory and practice in Amsterdam. Each year we create exhibitions with curators and artists and organize public programs that focus on topics we feel are urgent and relevant to our environment. Last year was exceptional for all of us when the global pandemic forced us into physical isolation. We took the time to adjust our own role and critically reflect on what we can do as a visual art platform. This journey has crystallized in several online projects with different partners such as Prevention is Better Than Hate, a series of conversations on anti-Asian racism during the pandemic. Crisis Imaginaries, a public event series focusing on the global climate crisis. Art for a Citizen Scene, a publication project where cultural practitioners from Southeast Asia share how they sustain their communal practices despite the pandemic. Our Frame and Framed action researchers, Emily Lee and Chi-Yoon Kim, were the driving forces behind some of the project, and they now work together with our current partners from ASCA, UvA. Because with this new series of public program, Now Water Can Flow or It Can Crash, My Friend, we are extremely delightful to collaborate with ASCA, UvA, with Jeroen de Kloet, Sueni Luen Deng, and Yvette Lok Chi Wong. From the coming months, we invite scholars, artists, activists, curators, and cultural practitioners in East Asia and beyond through the digital sphere to imagine, speculate, and exchange different forms of knowledge, artistic strategies, and socially relevant topics. The pandemic has brutally revealed how vulnerable our economic models are and work structures are. Framer Framed wants to continue to support our artistic community both locally and globally as a way to address solidarity and acknowledge our interdependency with the wider institutional and cultural ecosystem. We believe that times of crisis could also be radical moments of positive change, and that art contains the force in bringing forth such transformative impact. We hope that this online program can emerge as an active ground for engagement and exchange wherever the audience are located. In the coming months, the audience are welcomed to enter virtual spaces of active listening, thinking, and being with each other. We hope throughout these collective processes, different perspectives will meet and new areas of action arise. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jeroen de Kloet. I'm from the University of Amsterdam, Department of Media Studies and the Amsterdam School for Cultural Analysis, who's organizing this together with Frame and Framed. And I'm super happy with this collaboration and with the wonderful team putting this together. We are living quite in dangerous and boring times, I think. Dangerous because we can see how much power the state can have. They decide whom we meet, how many people we meet, where we can travel to, whether we can travel at all. And that power is quite scary at times, however understandable the measures are. And these are also boring times, because indeed we cannot meet anymore. We have to do this all online, we're glued to our screens. How much I wish and how much I expect also that later on we can do this also offline, that we can meet each other, that we can see each other. And this is an important moment in time, a moment of crisis, I think, not just because of the COVID, but also its connection with the climate crisis and with political change in many places in the world, including East Asia. And art can help us, I hope, I think, I believe, to think about how we could live, how we want to live, who we want to be, who we want, what kind of world we want to make. And that's what this series is about. It's about East Asia, that's how I see the series. It's about East Asia, but it's also about the world, of course. And it helps us rethink, reimagine how this world could look like, how the world could be. It's not just about democracy, not just about freedom, overcoded concepts that actually are not very clear to me. No, it's really about how can we make small changes? How can we how can we be like water? How can we move with the powers and yet resist them? So it's a bit like a Tai Chi kind of exercise, right? Like what can art in this time of crisis do to make us more agile, more resilient, help us think of different ways of living, different ways of being together, different ways of moving. And this is what I really hope this series can be. And that's why it's about East Asia, but of course it's also about us, it's about you, it's about Europe. So I really hope you would have a wonderful time and that you would stay with us in the events to come.
This is what it is, okay? I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now, you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Question 1. What does be water mean to you? A. Be thirsty. B. Be flexible. C. Be dissenting. D. Be libidinous.
I think it's be flexible. Because Be Water in Hong Kong, it's basically the statement representing the 2019 movement that Be Water means we're not fixing certain methods that we actually have to use. We have to be very creative in order to circumvent like government oppression. So Be Water basically means be very flexible to me.
When I say be thirsty, I mean ask the questions, ask the people who have power, ask the a counselor, like why would you like to choose this kind of stuff, or what you're gonna do with this kind of stuff. Ask the journalist, ask the newspaper, ask everyone, ask a reporter. Like if you want to find the answer, if you want to find the justice, you should be thirsty. You should ask everyone, like in your area, and also be flexible. Protect yourself. You know when a danger is coming. Actually, in the demonstrations or in the activism world, when danger is coming, just protect yourself first. Then we can just fight together to create a better world. So I think be water means thirsty for me and also flexible.
So for this one, I can't choose any of the given answers. And I was thinking that be water is being like paradoxical. So you are disciplined to be undisciplined. And I thought that's kind of essence of martial arts. As I learned also from this film, you know, about Bruce Lee's life.
Question 2. Which art piece do you think could protect you in a demonstration? A. Wim T. Shippers, Le Taxi Ka Boss, 1982. B. Marina Abramovic and Yule, Rest Energy, 1980. C. Lucy plus Jorge Horta, Antarctica World Passport, 2008. D. Mongkok Gandhi Temple, Hong Kong, 2014.
It's also from Marina.
Okay.
That's the name is Balkan Baroque. I think it's really actually famous in the arts world. In the 1997, the beginning of the war in Bosnia, Maria chose to actually give the arts, and she cleaned the bloody cow bones actually for 6 hours. with just a white dress, and she cleaned the cow bones for 6 hours with photo from the parents and also the traditional songs as backgrounds actually. You know, I'm also from a minority Uyghur in China, and I'm right now a majority as Asian people in Holland. So I know how to be be a small group and be touched, because you know the things about Chinese government right now with Uyghur people. So I can just I feel like the same way what Maria feels. So I know there is someone or somebody of some group people who know the pain from me from the inside. So when I go to the demonstration, I will think back to this art, this Balkan Baroque, and I will say, I will feel like safe, like someone understand me, someone know what I'm doing right here, because someone was there before.
I found the selection of artworks here given as possible answers are really great. So thank you for that. And my choice, however, would be the one B. So Abramovich and Ulai's Rest Energy, which is a part of this series of works that makes film core like that self. So maybe, yeah, it's connected to my first answer, to discipline, to like discipline yourself to be undisciplined. So it is how to face the end, impossibility, or the death, which the threat could be very close to. So this performance, it is to discipline yourself, facing the threat or the end. So I choose this one. Yeah.
D, it's Mongkok Guandi Temple. Because I'm always very amazed by the fact that we can incorporate local traditions and local religion into demonstrations and occupying movements. So I'd say I feel very safe in Mongkok with the Guandi Temple there.
Question 3. Which image embodies art and activism for you? A. Dance instructor in Myanmar. B. The Ever Given cargo ship in Suez Canal. C. Pepe. D. Chris Torres, Nyan Cat, NFT worth 300 ETH.
I'm not activist. I mean, I work in demonstrations, but not many demonstrations as many activists could have been. However, I see my life and my work to be very political. So, but at the same time, it's not so interesting to kind of draw a boundary between activism and different forms of being political. I think that's why I chose such answers to other two questions. But for this, I'm also going a little bit off. So my answer is B. So yeah, I think it's really important whether you are activist or not. I mean, it was really surreal event that happened in the middle of pandemic, that like this container ship were stuck in this age-old trade route, and how come this could be stuck, and how this could paralyze certain trading movement, and then how like all the stuff that we are using in daily life actually come to us through this kind of movement. Like realizing this is, or forced to realize this once again with this accident was, I think, really great, and make us understand like the complexity or the vastness of this complex world that we are acting, which also makes not only being on the street, but also acting out from where you are important, because it's complex and diverse. So we cannot be only on the street, but we also should be factories and companies and office and schools and even like homes and neighborhood.
For me, it's definitely C, the PP the Frog. I'd say I know that it's kind of a right-wing symbol in the US, but PP is basically the protest symbol of Hong Kongers. So he's like the mascot of Hong Kong protests, because PP was framed as very, very funny and very self-deprecating humor during the time of the movement. That gave us a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. That is kind of balancing out the stressful situation in Hong Kong at the time.
Pepe, actually.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because I started with my, I choose to be a politician. I choose to study political science in 2016. Also because of the Trump won the election. I was in shock, but I feel really cold. I feel like what is happening in this world actually. And Pepe in that time was actually being used by extremely right-wing people who said, yeah, we want to make some change or something like that. But you can just see in the time past, actually from 2016 till like 2021, everything is changing. We have a better president, I can't say, because I hope that Bernie Sanders is gonna be a president from the United States, but okay, Biden is also acceptable, better than Trump, of course. So we can just see things change to be better, and Pepe was actually an extremely right-wing meme, but right now, the left part, people who gonna use it, and also people who fight for the freedom and for the democracy in Hong Kong, the students in Hong Kong also use Pepe as a meme of also symbol. So I see the things is changing right now because of the arts and also because of the activism. So I'm really glad with it.
Question 4. Who you think has the most potential to be an artist? A. Mark Ra. B. Elon Musk. C. Xi Jinping. D. Blackpink.
I think Blackpink. Yeah, because I feel like the new energy from the Asian people or new generation actually. I feel things is changing. Although I already lived like 10 years in Holland. I became here when I was 14. And right now I'm 24. I just saw how popular Asian arts or Asian music or Asian language are being here in Europe. So I say things is moving actually. There's also thanks for the globalization, because everything is just, the internet is just make us closer. But I think Blackpink can be a next very popular, very famous artist, I think, yeah.
I think like art shouldn't be impressive. And it has to move and draw you into the kind of impossible to say or impossible to describe or categorize. So in that sense, I think person or a group who does the most or the best is Blackpink. Even their name is like they combine black and pink.
Maybe I'll say Elon Musk then, because he is always very creative and his vision of his business is always very non-conventional. And I feel that is something that's very important for artists, that you are willing and are brave enough to break the rules to establish something new. And this is how art always come from, like breaking old rules and building up new things. So I'd say Elon Musk.
Question 5. Who would play a crucial role in shaping the future and why? A. Politicians. B. Artists. C. Yourself. D. Your pet. E. Scientists.
I think it's every one of us, as far as we listen to, we align with, or we become by ourselves, either artists and scientists, or artists and scientists at the same time. It's something that, like, Zapatista movement, like pronounced, I think, in 3 years ago, that they say, like, politics is dead, no more politicians, but we need art and science. And I think that's great combination. And everyone, when they strive to be artists and scientists, I think could have better life as well.
D, my pet, basically. I'd say my pet, because most of the time, like all of the people I know have pets. They basically live for their pet. So if their pet are happy, they're happy, and then they have all the motivation to do something for their pet. So I'd say cats and dogs or other pets, domestic pets, are always a motivation for people to do something good. And so this would be definitely how we shape the future. Like if you can control every cat in the world, you basically own the world, because owners of cat are very obedient to their cat. So I'd say my pet.
I want to say C,
See
myself.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because I'm a part of the water.
Mm-hmm.
We are being water right now, and we are also a part of the water. I am water, and you are water too. And everyone who wants to create a better world, we are the water. So, and we are changing the world right now. So I think the answer should be C, myself, yourself, and everyone.
Hi everyone, this is Sophie. I am a singer-songwriter and music producer from Hong Kong. Tonight I'm very happy to open for Frame of Framed for this East Asia Art Series event. I'm currently based in Taipei and Hong Kong. In fact, last year I moved to Taipei to promote and perform my previous album, Harsh. This album drew a lot of inspiration from the city where I'm from the chaos and all the incidents that happened in 2019. Tonight I'll be performing 2 songs. One is called Tiny Things, which I co-wrote with Yvette Wong, who is part of the organizing team of this event as well. And another song, DWC, which is an exclusive version with English and Mandarin mashup. Both of the songs are about connections in life and with cities, and I hope you enjoy the performance.
I'm lost in my mind, I'm gone with the city pace. They say reflection's a thing to show us the place where we're from. No, left wing and the right, we soaring up high tonight. Splitting up in this island where we belong, no we don't know. 'Cause we're caught up on our own, without a family we come home. Don't you take a look around town, Cause we got a way up on our own, do we care? 我们注定是月光的族类，岁月连环总是为了再破碎。No no no， 一直错过破的自由开的眼泪，一定是我们过得太狼狈。Do we care about this play? Do we care about the things around us? Floating on and on, we float upon the ocean. 挥霍了每个柔身，挥霍每一口气，背着我。